Lynne Rae Perkins is a very talented author and illustrator. Perkins was born and raised in Pennsylvania, which is where she eventually earned her bachelor's degree in arts at the Pennsylvania State University in 1978, and her master's from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee in 1981. She married her husband, Bill Perkins, and currently lives with him and her two children, Lucy and Frank, in Michigan. Lynne Rae Perkins has always loved drawing, but actually got her start in writing in 1993 after a friend told her of a publishing company's art director being in town to review portfolios at the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators Conference. Even though Perkins was 6 months pregnant, she attempted to attend the conference, and even after arriving late, she was able to meet the art director, who was impressed with her work and motivated to start her own writing on her own material, since it is often hard to find good manuscripts that need illustrators. That same company, Green Willow, went on to publish her first book, Home Lovely, which was published in 1995 and was the book that really jump-started her career. It is a picture book depicting a story about a young girl named Tiffany, who, with her mother Janelle, moved into a bare, raw-looking trailer in the middle of nowhere. Tiffany's world is limited to playing with her toys and watching TV, until one day she spots some seedlings and plants growing out near the garbage in the backyard. She gets permission to move them to the front yard, which starts off her days of planting and caring for her garden while her mom is at work. With the help of a kind mail carrier named Bob, Tiffany learns about gardening, which helps her garden grow beautifully. Lynne Rae Perkins' most common genre is fiction, and realistic fiction to be exact, because although her characters are made up, the story itself could definitely happen in real life. Perkins' books are also mostly children's books, comprised of a few novels and picture books. But her novels are recommended for an adolescent grade level. The Newbery Award Committee Chair, Barbara Barstow, even stated that in 38 brief chapters, this poetic postmodern novelist experiments with a variety of styles: haiku, song lyrics, question and answer, dialogue, and split-screen scenarios. With seemingly yet deliberate randomness, Perkins writes an orderly, innovative, and risk-taking book in which nothing happens and everything happens at the same time. Lynne Rae Perkins' second picture book was published in 1997. Clouds for Dinner was even based on one of Perkins' experiences after moving into her own house, which was only reachable by climbing over 100 steps up a hill. Clouds for Dinner is the story of Janet and her parents who live in a house that is only reachable by climbing 87 steps. Her parents are astronomy lovers, and sometimes they spend more time looking into the stars than they do with Janet. After Janet has the chance for a normal life when she is invited to stay at her normal aunt's house. After living with her aunt, Janet finally appreciates her parents for who they are. Perkins then decided to try to write her first novel, which was eventually published in 1999, named All Alone in the Universe. This book is about a young girl named Debbie who is going through the experiences of losing friends to other people. Basically about best friends growing up and growing apart. Debbie watches as her friend Maureen is slowly taken away from her by Glenna, whom she thinks Maureen feels sorry for. It's not until later in the book when she realizes that Maureen was not at all taken. Rather, she chose to go. At this was disappointment and hurt for Debbie. Lynne Rae Perkins breaks down the book into months, taking us on a year-long journey through the gradual breakup of what was a great friendship. Although this novel is quite sad at times, Debbie eventually makes new friends, and we realize that this happens to people on a day-to-day basis, which is how her readers really connect to her books. Perkins' next two picture books were tales involving animals. In The Broken Cat, which I loved, was two parallel stories in one book. The first is about a young boy named Andy and his trip to the vet with his cat, and the second is about Andy's mother back when she was a child and broke her arm. Her next picture book was Snow Music, published in 2003. It is a tale of the young narrator's search for his dog in the snow. Perkins' most recent book was published in 2005, Crisscross, which won the 2006 Newbery Medal. Crisscross is about a young girl named Debbie, the same Debbie from All Alone in the Universe, who returns for a tale of love over her summer vacation, including many moments with her friends, especially about her friendship with her friend named Hector. The book starts off with Debbie wanting to make a wish, but she is very careful as to what she wishes for, because she wants it to come true. After much debate, her final wish was, "I wish something different would happen, something good, to me." And then she later adds the word soon. The book's title refers to a radio show that the neighborhood teens listen to on Saturday evenings. On a thematic level, it also refers to those barely perceptible moments of miscommunication between a boy and a girl. Some critics may say that Crisscross never had a climax moment or it never had a plot, but after reading through the book, any reader should understand that no plot or no climax is exactly what the book is supposed to be about: real life. When we make wishes and things usually don't come true. Also, throughout the book, Lynne Rae Perkins incorporates the illustrator side of her by drawing small doodles almost on every other page. This picture, for example, is of Hector running after Debbie one day. And she also incorporates small pictures into the chapters of her book, such as chapter 34, Roasting the Pig, and you can see the pig inside the barbecue pit. Perkins has received many awards and various recognitions for the amazing works displayed in her books, whether it be her illustrating skills or her writing skills. Her first picture book, Home Lovely, was a Boston Globe Horn Book Honor. Crisscross, her most recent book, was of course the Newbery Honor Medal recipient. In 1999, All Alone in the Universe, which was also Perkins' first novel, was honored as an ALA Notable Children's Book, a Bulletin Blue Ribbon, and an ALA Booklist Top 10 First Novels. Crisscross also won and was awarded the New York Public Library Books for the Teen Age Award, Bank Street Best Book, and an ALA Booklist Editor's Choice Award. Although Perkins was an illustrator rather than an author at the beginning of her career, she has been quoted saying, "I wrote my first story after being a reader for many years. I think that reading has a lot to do with it, and just living life gave me some inadvertent training. I like that I get to both write and draw. Sometimes words seem like the right way to say something. Sometimes pictures do. For Crisscross, I also got to write songs, build models, and take pictures or photographs. My daughter told me I was having too much fun. I plan to give this comment some serious thought as soon as I have time." Perkins now lives in Michigan, where she enjoys working in her studio, being with her friends, watching her kids grow up, and watching her husband, Bill, chase their dog around town.